Ladies and gentlemen, we continue in the super lightweight division. Let's first welcome Cristian Lopez Flores.
Well, this vastly experienced Mexican, now living in Slovakia, makes his way to the ringside area. Familiar face on the British boxing scene. His last 21 contests have taken place somewhere in the United Kingdom. He's won only one of those. Despite those statistics coming through to us on the fan zone, that perhaps an indication of the relative inexperience of the man who will be making his way to the ring very shortly, up against this man who's been a professional now for 10 years and more.
And now let's welcome to the ring the undefeated Ziyad Zizo Al-Mayouf.
This young man at the age of 23 says that his story is about much more than his own personal success. Whatever heights he might reach in this sport of professional boxing. And according to those of you watching who are getting involved here tonight on the fan zone, this is pretty much a 50-50 encounter for Ziyad Al-Mayouf. 18 months of professional. Says he's proud to fly the flag for Saudi Arabian boxing at a time when the kingdom is making such an impact, is having such an influence on the sport as a whole. Continuing here tonight with KnockoutChaos, and of course we're back here in 10 weeks' time for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. But for Ziyad Al-Mayouf, for him, it's fight number 5 and looking to continue in the winning vein.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with 6 rounds scheduled, and it is an international super lightweight contest. Brought to you by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing and Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions. In conjunction with Riyadh Season, National Events Center, the General Entertainment Authority, GIA, Gold Star Promotions, Gimmick, and Sella. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge, Robin Smith, Timekeeper, Stuart Lithgow. When the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring this contest will be Kieran McCann. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight, out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing white trunks with black and weighed in officially at 142 pounds. A native of Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, he is now fighting out of Bratislava, Slovakia. He is a veteran of 51 professional bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cristian Lopez Flores. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing green, white, and gold, and weighed in officially at 144.4 pounds. Hailing from right here, Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, he is undefeated with 4 wins. 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here is Ziyad Zizo Al-Mayouf.
Lads, listen up. You both know the rules. You will obey my commands at all times. When I tell you to break, break clean, take a step back, throw no punches. Mind your heads in close, and most importantly, lads, protect yourself at all times. Shake hands.
Al-Mayouf has been a colourful presence during fight week at the workouts here and at the press conference. Now looking to build on his unbeaten start to his professional career. This is his 5th professional contest. In those green shorts depicting the colours of the flag of his native Saudi
Go, Flores,
Arabia.
go, no, no. We're on down
Green colour also depicting his level of experience. Still so much to learn, but still so keen to be the flag bearer for his country in terms of professional boxing.
It's a nice start, isn't it, from Al-Mayouf there. Doubling the jab, no, he's not rushing his work. He's to shorten that distance, he's just doubling, tripling up that left hand. Right, step back. His feet a little bit closer then to let that right hand go with a little bit more purchase than usual.
Yeah, look, it was always baby steps with Al-Mayouf. You know, very hard to get, you know, the fights as an amateur here, and he's made some real sacrifices, but every fight he seems to have improved, and we're already seeing it here. Like you said, Barry, stepping in behind the shots, doubling up, tripling up the jab with real speed. The hand speed's there. I did write in my notes that he was guilty of bringing the chin high. It seems like he's got that tucked down a little bit, but he's in there with a tough nut.
Yeah, he sort of proved himself in more side than, hasn't he?
Yeah,
taking his chin into the shoulder and having the right hand glove there just to protect the right side of his chin.
I like that, really quick hands.
Just dip the legs, didn't he, before the hands go.
Like you said, Barry, you can see there the side on. The fence is a lot better, just taking that left hook from Flores.
Al-Mayouf lives and trains in the United States under the guidance of Buddy McGirt in the corner here tonight. He says that when he was making his way through the ranks, he idolised the left jab of Buddy McGirt. It was a dream of his that he finally came to be trained by the former world champ. Also in that corner tonight is Liverpool's Paul Smith.
He's also doing the right thing, Al-Mayouf, with the tempo of this fight. Someone like Flores, he's a tough cookie to break down. So you've got to keep the tempo high. That's exactly what the local man's doing. He's working really well, good variation. Very good start.
Work it out, boys. Just like a little dip in his legs every now and again. It's like a feint, isn't it? Just makes Flores just readjust a little bit. Just gives a chance then, just to slide forward and then his hands go there. Al-Mayouf.
Keep your hands in position, touch the defense. Dropping that right hand when you're jabbing. Don't drop the right hand when you jab, just because he's trying to catch you with the hook. Okay, step over now. I want you to double jab when he goes back. Shoot the right hand, hit him anywhere here with the right hand. Okay. Hit him on the arm anywhere there with the right hand. Who's got the water? Okay? Where's your mouthpiece?
The high buckle.
Huh?
The other buckle.
Hey, do me a favor now. Okay, when you get inside, keep your hands inside.
The
This way, if he
Kingdom
tries to grab you,
Arena.
he grabs you from the outside.
And the
You
ring
can work inside.
in a slightly different position to
Well,
when
listen,
we
keep
were
backing
last
him up,
here for the
listen.
day of reckoning just
Keep
before
backing him up.
Christmas
When he
time.
jabs, when you feel that
The
jab,
ring
you see that
tonight
jab coming, your
pretty
hand
much
is
on
here.
the centre
Jab with him.
circle of the
Break his
football
rhythm.
pitch.
Okay?
Alongside
See the right hand anywhere
and
here.
it's home
That's
to
right.
Al
Okay?
Hilal, leading the Saudi Pro League at the moment. You can see all of those matches here on the zone as we move into the second round for Zizo in the green trunks in his 5th professional contest. Buddy McGirt in the corner, asking him to follow up his successes with the left-hand jab by driving the right hand through after.
It's a brilliant variation, it really is. He's not making many mistakes. The defense has tied it up. I like what he's doing here. Again, keeping the tempo high. The hand speed's been very impressive.
I think when he throws a double and triple jab, Flores clams up, so you've got an opportunity there. Just take a little slide to the right, and then let the right hand go over the left hand lead.
Yeah, you see it again there. Can even bring the uppercut into play once he's taken the step.
Flores, he's waiting, he's tensing up. He knows it's coming. Just again, his defense is over. Break that defense down, you've got to find the angle.
Impressive work rate here from Al-Mayouf against a man who, as we heard from the MC, 35 defeats. 5 of those have come inside the distance, but by way of comparison, he's been beaten by Reece Mould, by Royston Barnett-Smith, and by Ryan Garner over in the UK. But all of those were on points.
Yeah, look, there's going to be tougher tests. He is a tough nut, but you can only beat him in front of you. But I'm looking at Al-Mayouf here and thinking, is he improving? And I have to say, this is the best so far. I know it's early, it's only the second round. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
In a fighter like Al-Mayouf, when you're learning on the job, so everything you do in the gym, you're trying to replicate in the ring, as we all have, but more so for someone like him. Yeah, you're not going to be boxing people who are going to do a real competitive fight, but it's about the learning process, and I agree with that. I think he has improved in every fight. He's more controlled here. It's a good right hand though there by Flores. He's more controlled, calm, and he's looking for the
well, your arms out, lads. No, let him go. You hold it as well, Zizou. Let him go. Better.
Even before, you know, like you say, it was a little right hand, it was an arm shot from Flores, but even just the know-how from Al-Mayouf, he's starting to try and ride those shots, flip those shots, whereas before he was taking silly shots. We didn't need to, but now you're starting to see some ring IQ, some ring generalship. Loads more to learn, but he's improving, he's moving in the right direction.
Keep the jab in his face. Just pop the jab out. Shoot the jab.
Again, this is where the tempo's important. See Flores, he's taken a couple of good shots from Al-Mayouf. He's got used to the power, you could say. That's why the tempo, just keep that tempo high.
And the instructions in the corner from Buddy McGirt and from Paul Smith, like an echo, both asking for more work with the left-hand jab.
I want the jab. Shoot the right hand anywhere here. You're going for the head too much. Hit him on his arm anywhere with the right hand. Okay? And when you get inside, hey, listen, when you get inside, when you're inside, shoot the hook to the body. What are you waiting for? All right, come on, baby. You're making this shit harder than it has to be. You're getting lazy now. Come on, Ziz, don't get lazy. Continue, pick up where you left off. You understand?
You can hear Buddy McGirt as you watch this replay just saying you're being a little bit lazy. I think that sort of echoes what you were saying, Dan, about just keeping that tempo quite high. And Buddy McGirt wants that from him. That's that little glancing right hand there from Flores. I see a little bit of ambition in his work, but I think Al-Mayouf just controlling the pace. But I think you're right, the corner right, just to
come on, listen.
Sustain those attacks now. That tempo, when you get him in the corner of the ropes, don't let him off the hook.
Into the third round then, this one scheduled to go 6. Darren, picking up on what you said about what you scribbled down in your notes about occasionally Al-Mayouf is there to be hit at the end of his own exchanges, tends to not lose concentration, then almost admire his own work. I remember Oscar De La Hoya saying there's no need to stand there and take photographs.
Yeah, he still does it on occasions, but not as much as he used to. That's something he'll have to work on, especially going through the levels in this sport. Opponents will suss that out. He needs to be smart, keep learning the defense. I think always think that's the most important thing. Start with learning your defense. If they can't hit you, they can't win.
As soon as an opponent turns southpaw, for me, I always say, unless they're real tricky blind fighters, take that step with the front foot, double up with that right hand every time. I don't think they're defensively as good. So when Flores turned there, Al-Mayouf should have jumped right down with that big right hand. He's doing well at Al-Mayouf here, but I just think he's a little bit straight in and out in straight lines. I just think he just had a little step to throw the shot, and then it's going to be a massive turn. Just a little quarter step, just to chop that right hand over the top.
I think putting a right hand on the end of that triple jab as well. You've done the heartbeat, you've backed your opponent onto the rope. Now let your big shot go.
Pull your arms, lads. Oh, so you hold him? What's your hands? Pull up, come on. Let's go.
Lopez Flores, typical of somebody with his kind of record, knows how to look after himself, bringing the shoulders around, whether from the orthodox stance or the southpaw stance, and damage limitation.
Yeah, he is very tricky. You know, he sort of takes a couple of rounds to suss out what Al-Mayouf or any of his past opponents are doing, and sort of knows how to survive. He knows what their strengths are and their weaknesses. He just manages to take the sting out of the shot. Just there, they took a long left hook from Al-Mayouf, but he's taking his feet out of range. Again, I like what I'm seeing. You know, this is another learning fight against a crafty opponent for Al-Mayouf.
Well, he threw the right hand to the body for the change there, Al-Mayouf, and then continued the combination with the left hook up. There was a little bit different look to his attacks. I think that's what he was saying in the corner as well. Like working that body more.
And even with that straight right hand he threw to the body, he can work back upstairs. I agree with Buddy McGurk there. Pushing that body, keep the tempo high, keep the body shots flowing, then the head shots will present themselves.
Good left hook to the body there, Al-Mayouf.
Working the body inside.
Well, we'll be back here in the Kingdom Arena in 10 weeks' time when this man takes on Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. And he was talking to Addy here earlier this week, saying how bad he performed by his own review against Francis Ngannou. And it will be fascinating to see how Anthony Joshua does against that same opponent here tonight, and we'll be talking to Tyson on our broadcast later on this evening as we continue the build-up on this night of knockout chaos to the main event, and Anthony Joshua against Francis Ngannou, the man who floored Tyson Fury in such sensational style in their meeting here back in October.
Let's go, baby. We can do this shit all night long, okay? Let's go.
Seconds out.
Stay relaxed.
So a test of a kind for Zizo, Ziad Al-Mayouf, just 23 years of age in this, his 5th professional fight. How can he change the tempo, change the variety to bring himself an inside the distance victory? There haven't been too many inflicted on Christian Lopez Flores in his decade in the professional ranks so far. Over the course of the first 3 rounds, we've seen why with his defensive capabilities.
I don't think Al-Mayouf's a massive puncher here, so it's got to be the intelligence of the shot. You know, that maybe doubling up with that left hook to the body, or just a little change of angle to get a shot that Flores doesn't see, or as Darren's been saying, at the tempo and the work rate and wearing him down that way. But
Stay relaxed, baby.
boxing, okay. It's a little display.
Yeah, I think these moments here when he's got Flores backed onto the ropes, a little shimmy shift to either side just to open up more opportunities. But he'll be learning that, you know, guys with that amateur pedigree, bundles of amateur fights behind them, they'll know how to manage fighters like this, but for Al-Mayouf, he's learning on the job, and to be able to look back at this fight and say, should have done this, should have done that. He's got a great team behind him, but I've said this before about Al-Mayouf, you know, a lot to learn, but a lot to work with.
That shoulder, Lopez.
Flores just sneaking in it and through.
Some of the dark arts as well. Flores is pushing him off with the elbow. You have to watch that, Al-Mayouf, because you can get unfortunate, get nicks and cuts around the eyes. Must handle well. Good work this from Flores.
Let's use the jabs,
That's the position of the damage there, the left hand there. Al-Mayouf. That's the point for him here. This is where he needs to take that. Just open up that body for the left hook, and it just means Flores can't fire back, can't hold, can't turn you.
Slowed down a little bit, Al-Mayouf. I know he's settled into the contest, obviously keen to look good, but the work rate, he's just waiting a little bit before he mounts an attack. Someone like Flores, he'll welcome that.
And that left hand low, I mean, it clearly for him helps him relax, helps him flow as he lands that right hand over the top. He is getting
the right hand. It's the right hand.
It invites trouble, doesn't it, that low left hand? You have to have really good reflexes, natural vision, or you've got to be really side on with that right hand, the left side of your chin.
Start listening a little bit more, yeah? Just jab and move. Jab, it's simple enough. You've done it.
Open. It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah? You've done it 50 odd times before, yeah? Here. As soon as you just stick behind your it's easy for you, isn't it?
Well, we saw Tyson Fury making his way into the arena. Here's the reason he's getting here so early. His brother Roman in action in our next contest here. Been drifting between the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions. His other brother Tommy also in the dressing room.
Corners, 10 seconds. Corners.
He's been talking here this week also about that damage to the eye inflicted in sparring. That big showdown against
round 5.
Alexander Usyk was scheduled to have taken place in this very ring 3 weeks ago, but now pulled back to May the 18th. Be live again on the zone. A couple of rounds to go here then in the continuing education of the first ever Saudi Arabian professional boxer, Ziyad Al-Mayouf.
Yeah, the tempo's dropped a little bit from Al-Mayouf. I think he put quite a lot into those opening couple of rounds, looking to impress, and Flores has kind of figured him out to a degree, knows how to ride the shots, slip the shots, and some damage to the nose of Al-Mayouf. I think he's struggling to breathe a little, and I will agree with you, Mike, that lead left hand has invited shots from Flores. I think he's a big fan of the sport. He loves some of the old school fighters that fight that way, and I think he's trying to replicate them. But it needs to be sharp, like you said, Barry. You've got to be switched on, you've got to be razor sharp.
He's a little bit too squared as well, isn't it, to do that. He's boxing fight. He's trying a few feints there, trying to draw Flores out. It's not working, but he's having a go. He's trying to try things out.
Straight in, no talking,
Sometimes,
straight in.
as you say, Darren and Barry, what works on YouTube doesn't work on the
You've got to find your own style. What's natural to you? But if you are going to adopt, another fighter's style, you've got to perfect it.
Block with the right hand, throwing his left hand out there. Good reactions there.
I like the feint as well. Flores, crafty though, I've said it time and time again, so tricky, he's not going to fall for that, but those feints will come in handy later on in his career for sure.
There's a bit of power in that left hook, isn't there, from Flores as well?
It's almost a jab short when he triples that jab up, because he gets Flores exactly where he wants him, and then Flores, he just kind of falls short and allows Flores to exit to his left. Takes one more, even half a step, then throws the right hand. Keep the right hand in position. Like I say, you've done the hard work, you've got your opponent where you want him. That's the work right into the body. Left hook upstairs.
Just the jabs, he's pop the jab out, come on.
He's not quite convincing. He's trying to feint. He's sort of stamping down rather than in with the front foot, if that makes any sense.
It's too obvious with the feint. It's not subtle, is it?
You've got to slide that front foot, haven't you? You've got to threaten with the front foot.
Keep the right hand in position, okay?
So the thought, the idea is that he just haven't quite got it right just yet. And that's why these fights are fun, of course. You fight a guy with no journeyman, we call him, because you get the knowledge and the experience and the try things out that you're working on in that gym.
Because against someone like Flores, that's the key to saying, here it comes.
Nice deep breath, let out slow. Let out slow. One more time.
I've got it.
Yeah?
Last round, brother, yeah? Feeling okay?
I bet it's last round,
Yeah?
touch gloves, yeah?
Last round. Easy
You probably got that round there.
Easy work.
Straight shot, yeah, straight shot. Nice, and the back, odd backhand. Yeah. Just boom.
No strong. No problem.
Yeah. Just one.
Just stay off the ropes, though. When you get to the ropes, move. Stay off the ropes, yeah?
You good?
Open. Okay? Open.
Yeah. Keep breathing.
Corners, 10 seconds. Corners.
This way in.
Got it? Okay?
Set then for the
Second
sixth
round,
and final
sixth
round.
and final round.
Al-Mayouf trying to drum up the support of the crowd, but as you saw there, too many in at the moment. Here early on, just came up to 7:30 in the evening local time. I feel that will go deep into the early hours of the morning here in Riyadh.
Another good double jab. Just didn't throw the right hand afterwards, just missing that time, but that's what he needs to do. And let me tell you now, look, Al-Mayouf would not be the last man that Flores frustrates. He's made a trade out of it, made a living out of it, rather. These are valuable rounds for Al-Mayouf, but there's a lot to work with. Speed, I've been impressed with. Still needs to tidy up defensively, but seeing good variation as well. The jab, comes down the right hand to the body, work with the body now. Lots of right, lots of work.
I'm thinking, what if he's double travelling the jab and then throwing the right hand, but Flores is turning his body to the right, so the left shoulder's blocking most of it. He can't get that right hand over the top. What if he double jabs, left hooks? You know, even if he doesn't land, he gets Flores to turn his body square to land with that right hand. I'll tell him that.
But you're right though, instead of go looking for the shot,
I want the validation from himself.
just use the movement of Flores to help you find the opening. I mean, Flores has done there what I'd like to have seen Al-Mayouf do a bit more of, to skip round the target.
Right hand up, that's it. Right hand up.
Watch the left hook, sis. Watch the left hook, stay low.
Al-Mayouf beginning to breathe heavily as we go into this final minute of the sixth and final round. This has been a good workout for him and plenty to look back on and to learn from when they re-watch this, him and Buddy McGirt.
And to manage the distance of a fight, you know, he's gone out really, really quickly, and you can see him now, the pace has started to catch up with him a little bit. I know it's only a sixth round, a bit, like we said before, it is a work in progress, the career of Al-Mayouf, but you do need to manage the rounds, especially against fighters like this.
There's positives to go from him as well. I think he has been busy. He's dictated the pace throughout. He hasn't taken too many. Maybe more than too much. And he's continually trying to find different things out. You know, how it works in the ring. And some things are working, and some things are not.
Like decent fighters over in the UK that we've seen taken the distance by Christian Lopez Flores, Reece Mould, Royston Barney Smith and Ryan Garner. So too this man here, Ziad Al-Mayouf, at the age of 23, the first ever professional boxer from the kingdom here in Saudi Arabia, in his 5th professional contest, and talking excitedly during fight week about how he hopes to be remembered as the first of many from here. The kingdom getting behind the very biggest fights in a number of divisions, principally the heavyweight division right now. But he hopes to create a real surge in interest in the locals here in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, well, look, we said it at the top. It's all about moving in the right direction, improving with every fight. Certainly in those first 2 rounds, he looked very, very good. I was really impressed with the hand speed, the variation, head, body, landing some big shots. There was better defensive skills shown from Al-Mayouf, but a lot to work on still. You know, he didn't manage the fight as far as the rounds were so well. The defensively gaps started to appear, but again, a step in the right direction, Barry.
1 second, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Kieran McCann, scores this contest 60-54 for your winner from Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and still undefeated, Ziad Zizo Al-Mayouf.
So a workmanlike performance there from Ziad Al-Mayouf, but the reaction there tells you how much it means to him to be boxing here in his native Saudi Arabia. His 3rd fight here in the kingdom, the first time in this arena, as he takes the embrace there in the corner of Paul Smith. Buddy McGirt there just alongside Ziad Al-Mayouf, has been working most recently, as far as the Smith family are concerned, with Callum Smith. As they pose for photographs. A proud Saudi, was actually born in New York, was Al-Mayouf. Raised in Egypt, lived there with his mum while his dad was traveling to and fro between there and here in Saudi Arabia on business. Al-Mayouf now delighted with his night's work. Let's get his thoughts now. He's up there with Ariel Hilwan.
Thank you very much, guys. Congratulations on the victory. A hard-fought win over a verbal veteran. Are you happy with your performance?
As long as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is happy, I'm happy. As long as I'm making history for the kingdom, I'm making history for me. This is what I love to do, and when you do what you love, you're always happy. But I want to kick things off by thanking the custodian of the 2 holy mosques, King Salman, and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, for empowering me and giving me the opportunity to carry our flag. And of course, President of the General Entertainment Authority, who is now the #1 most influential figure in boxing, His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh. This is what we do, Saudi Arabia! And I'll do it again and again and again. Put them in front of me, and they'll never stand in front of me again. I love you, Saudi Arabia. And I'll see you at the next one, inshallah. Alhamdulillah.
And could I ask, you are flying the flag for Saudi Arabia in boxing. You are the guy. Do you feel nerves, pressure when you fight here as opposed to outside of the country?
Of course, but with that much pressure comes so much privilege, and I have to expect these emotions to be able to deal with them. I can't expect to be on the biggest cards of the year, the biggest cards of history. I can't expect to represent the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in front of all these people and not expect the pressure to come with it. So when you expect emotions, you can deal with them perfectly, and that's what I love to do.
I saw you had a nice embrace with your head trainer, the legendary Buddy McGirt. What did he say to you after the fight?
Listen, Buddy McGirt has the PlayStation controller, and I'm the video game. He presses buttons, and I do as follow. What he says, I do. If I don't do it, I don't win.
Shukran. Salam alaikum. Congratulations.
Thank you, and for everybody coming to Saudi Arabia, welcome to Saudi Arabia, baby!
Guys, back to you.
Local interest then as we build towards the main event, and here, Darren and Barry, your review of what we've just seen.
Yeah, I thought he came out in the first round really controlled. You had that side-on stance, that shoulder tucked in, that chin tucked into the shoulder, traveling up the jab, trying to just push Flores back. Couldn't quite get that right hand on target. Didn't really adjust the feet, but kept plugging away, just dictating the pace all the time. Flores, every now and again, landed with a good left hook. See it there with the gum shot coming out. the odd right hand as well from Flores, but mainly it was Al-Mayouf who controlled everything from the first bell to the last hour.
Yeah, just as he got a little tired, the gap started to appear defensively, but those first 2 rounds showed real improvements, and we see Buddy McGurk, you know, they've got a good project, an exciting project in front of them.